Right now, you're probably stuck in the same loop that everyone falls into after a breakup. You're replaying conversations, questioning everything you did wrong, and you're obsessing over what you need to say or do in order to fix this. But the problem isn't that you don't care enough. The problem is that you're trying to solve this breakup entirely from your point of view. And that is why nothing you do seems to land. Now, if you want your ex back, you don't need more effort. You need to adjust your alignment. You need to understand what your ex is experiencing because they're reacting to the breakup very differently than the way you are. These are 5 things that your ex wishes you understood about them and about this breakup. Now, they won't tell you these things directly, not because they don't matter, but because saying them out loud would really force them to confront feelings that they're not ready to deal with yet. So instead, they pull back and hope that you just get it. And if you never figure it out, which many don't, then they're not coming back. Now, some of the things that your ex is thinking right now will seem contradictory, but that's honestly just evidence of how messed up their mental state is right now. But their confusion is actually a good sign. It means that they're not sure, which means that you still have a chance to change their mind and win them back. When your ex broke up with you, they gave you a reason, or at least I assume they probably did. And you've probably been obsessing over that reason ever since. But here's the thing. That explanation was simplified. It was edited. It was incomplete, or maybe even outright false. Not because they wanted to lie to you, but because telling the full truth felt too uncomfortable, too confrontational, or too messy. So they took the easy way out and they said what would end the conversation the fastest. But that means you're now trying to fix the breakup by focusing on a surface level issue while the real problem remains, unknown and untouched. And your ex knows this, and it probably makes them feel horrible. But they also know that explaining the deeper reasons would only reopen wounds that they're trying to move past. So what they wish you understood is that fixing that one detail won't change how they feel. Reconnection comes from rebuilding emotional safety and attraction, not correcting a single flaw that they mentioned on the way out. And that actually leads directly into your ex's next secret. Now, you're probably desperate for clarity. You want to know if they still love you, if they're moving on, if there's still hope. So you analyze everything that they do, how long they take to reply, the words they choose, their tone, even the emojis that they use. Every interaction feels like it could contain the answer that will unlock their feelings for you. But the truth is, they don't have that answer yet. They're conflicted. Part of your ex misses you, and another part of them remembers why the relationship stopped working. Both feelings can and do exist at the same time, and that's uncomfortable. And when you push for certainty while they're still confused, you don't bring clarity. You actually increase pressure. And pressure just makes them retreat. Right now, the worst thing you can do is force them to decide before they feel emotionally steady enough to do so. Now, if you want to know how to snap your ex out of their confusion, there actually is a simple method that you can follow. Now, I outlined it all in actually one of my other past videos that I'll link to in the description below and right here in the corner. When your ex pulls away, it's really only natural to take it personally. You might assume that it means that they don't care anymore, or that you're being replaced, or that if you don't act fast, you'll lose them forever. But from their perspective, space isn't rejection. It's regulation. The breakup probably overwhelmed your ex emotionally. Their life feels unstable. Their feelings feel unpredictable. And space helps them calm down and actually feel in control again. And every time you reach out during this phase, you unintentionally put pressure on your ex. They start to feel like you're breathing down their neck, like they can't escape you, like they need to put up walls just to keep you out. So what started as, I need space to think, slowly turns into, I need space from you. They wish you understood that respecting their boundary isn't giving up. It's one of the only things that actually lowers their defenses. But the more you push them, the harder it gets for them to let down their walls and just talk to you. Now, if you want to know what to do instead in order to maximize your chances, I've put something new together that will help you. Go to breakupbrad.com/plan and use my custom plan tool to find your next steps with your ex. Just answer a handful of simple questions, and my algorithm will build you a custom plan that's tailored to your unique situation. It's 100% free. It only takes a few minutes, and it's created based on my 15 years of experience helping thousands of people get a second chance with your ex. Again, just go to breakupbrad.com/plan to try it out for free right now. Presumably, you and your ex had a strong connection, you had inside jokes, and the ability to talk for hours. But what many people don't think about is that the ease of communication was based on trust. But a breakup immediately breaks that trust that you took all this time to build up. And now, this trust isn't necessarily gone forever, but it's definitely been seriously damaged by the pain that you both felt. And so, the context that made those conversations feel safe is now gone. You're in a different place, and every interaction feels loaded, awkward, and risky. Your ex doesn't know whether being warm towards you will give you hope. They don't know whether being distant will hurt you. So they default to guarded, inconsistent behavior. And really, what they wish you understood is that communication has to be rebuilt from the ground up. That means, no pet names, no emotional history, no trying to slip back into the relationship. You really need to interact with them like somebody that you're getting to know, not somebody that you have emotional claims on. When you slow down, you stay present, and you remove expectations, conversations stop feeling dangerous, and they start to feel easy and comfortable again. So live in the moment, focus on what's right in front of you, and listen to them when they speak, rather than trying to think of the perfect thing to say. You'll honestly be surprised how quickly you can get over the awkwardness when you commit to approaching things in a non-judgmental and really calm way. And finally, there's one thing that your ex is absolutely paying attention to, whether you realize it or not. A breakup is really a major test of you as a person. Will you be able to survive it and make it to the other side? Will you crumble and lose your mind? Only time will tell. And even if they're not responding to your messages or communicating with you in any way, your ex is watching. They're noticing how you handle the breakup. They see you on social media, through comments your mutual friends make, through how you reach out to them. They're learning who you are without the relationship. And if you fall apart, you chase, beg, it confirms the doubts that led to the breakup in the first place. But if you stay grounded, you stay focused and emotionally stable, something shifts. They start seeing strength where they expected weakness. They start seeing growth where they expected collapse. But the reality is that you can change how your ex feels about you without interacting with them at all. By building your life, by setting goals, by moving forward with self-respect. It's about proving to yourself that you can make it on your own. The confidence that comes with that realization, it's what's going to start to create attraction in your ex. Thank you so much for watching, beautiful people. See you in the next one.